Yo, what is up, Honkai style gamers? So, Blackswan's gonna be coming out soon, like a couple of days, was it, on the banner right now? There's 6 days left on Dr. Ratio until we get Penacani, and it's gonna be going crazy, you know, getting Black Swan and Sparkle and everything. So I just want to talk about how I'm going to be building my Black Swan, you know, stuff that she could use and things like that. She's going to be pretty much built like most dot characters, you know. She wants the dot set. But let's talk about like her light cones and like some more specific stuff. Now this is more pre-release, you know, we don't know her official scalings and all that because Hoyo hides that information until they come out. But you know, we get a little pre-release of how I'm going to be building my Black Swan and stuff like that, so you can have a little idea. So starting with light cones here, we have the Herder Shop light cone. Herder Shop light cone is going to be good. I'm not even going to go through my light cones. Let me go from the menu because I don't have that many light cones. Free to play struggles. Yeah, let's go from over here. So in the Hility light cones, just write them off. Solitary healing going to be good. All of her dot is AoE mostly after you reproc it. They showed that in the live stream. And you get a little extra break effect and, you know, extra dot damage, and you get the energy. So help your rotation, help you get your ult up. Good night, sleep well. Anyone can use this. 3 debuffs means you get 36% damage. Eyes of Prey going to be very good with her. Most people are probably going to use this. This is a gacha light cone though. So if you don't have this, you also are still going to be able to use like something like Fermata, you know, anyone can use this. I'm probably going to be using Fermata on mine, you know, unconditional 32% damage bonus because you're always going to have sheer on them. And if you're playing with Kafka, which I will, you know, Kafka gamers, Kafka rise up. Love seeing the Kafka stocks in the rise, you know, and a little bit extra break effect if you have her breaking as well. But there's also before the tutorial mission, because Black Swan's actually going to want 120% effect rate. I've gone in and seen some things, had a dream, had a, you know, had a little idea that she is going to want 120 effect rate and 40 effect rate from this and attacking defense reduction enemies. And what does Black Swan do? She reduces the defense of the enemies. So this is going to be crazy for ult up time. The problem is, are you going to be able to use, you know, your Black Swan and then put her on this light cone and then like your other team is missing this if you play like Silvolf or something? So I probably won't be able to put her on this unless it's like insane on her. We'll see when she comes out, you know, more testing and stuff like that. But this is definitely going to be usable on her because of the defense reduced enemies regenerating energy. It's going to be very good for her ult uptime. Then other light cones here, we have the Luca light cone. S5 of this going to go crazy, you know, stacking defense shred. Defense shred is busted, you know, going to be doing like pretty much true damage. I only have an S1 of this that I got recently, so I definitely won't be using this. But you know, if you're looking at like an S5 of this, honestly, even if you don't have S5, you still use this. It's just you won't be 100% chance to do it, you know, so you'll have to get more effective rate. But those are going to be the light cones pretty much. So she can literally just use everything from this top row here, just depending on how you want to build your Black Swan and, you know, what you're going to be playing her with. Now, Wealth Light Cone, Kafka Light Cone, and Silvolf Light Cone are more like in-depth, I would say, for Black Swan. We'll see when she comes out. But as their 5-star Light Cones have very high scalings, you know, 582 base attack, 582 basic attack. Are they all 582? Pretty sure they're all 582. Maybe Silvolf makes it different. No, all 582s, yeah. So high attack, and then Welts and Silvolf gives you effect hit rate. So those are going to be good. And then obviously they're going to be her signature light cone. Signature light cone, you know, on signature character, going to be good. Now, there's always the case, like with Silvolf, for example, where one of the free-to-play light cones is arguably better than the signature light cone or the same value, so it's not even worth it to go for the signature light cone. So it could be like that with her because S5 of Eyes in the Prey is going to be very good for her. 40 effect rate and 48 dot unconditionally is going to be huge. There's going to be so much bonus damage. Now let's talk about relics here. Relics, literally dot domain. You know, we have a doubler event going on. Make sure you're farming up this dot domain. We've got 2 days left of this. I actually got some extra speed boots out of my base, but that's pretty much it. I got some like double crit pieces on the dot set, but she doesn't scale up from crit. But yeah, you know, you're going to want to be in the dot domain, farming up all of the dot set, you know. Make sure you're getting lots of these. Try to get effect hit rate body, speed boots to classic, wind. Now, talking about her relics specifically, but for relics here, you know, 4-piece dot set, going to be looking for, you know, classic dot stuff, a speed, effect hit rate, attack percent, stuff like that. Trying to get effect hit rate body. You 100% want an effect hit rate body. I'm sitting at, how much effect hit rate right now? I'm sitting at 73, not going to be enough, but I'll try to get it up because I'll be looking for more rolls on my stuff, you know. Try to get more effector rate sub rolls because I won't be using, you know, like spacing station and everything, obviously. On her planar, you definitely want to have... Okay, now for Blackswan relics, you know, you're going to want her on prisoner. Get that defense shred, get the free attack percent huge, you know, 18% shred plus her own shred. Going to be very nice. You want a lot of effector rate. You 100% want an effector rate body. I'm even going to be looking for Pan Galactic. It's like the set is in a bad spot. It's on the Savarog world. I'm just probably going to be using a crafter for it. But, you know, if you're feeling like, you know, dumping some resin in that world, you know, feel free to. I'm personally going to just be crafting it. I can't even find it here, Pan Galactic. I have literally one piece on it yet. I have to craft this up because this is going to be giving you are 100% going to be getting this 25% free attack, and then you get 10 effector rate. So this is literally 10 effector rate, 25% attack, just free, because you're going to be going up for the max of that. So I'm going to go in for both of those. And on planar main stats, so you're going to be looking for wind or attack, and then just attack on this. Stacking up attack on dot units, so you have that crazy scaling on those Arcana, and I forgot what her other stack is that she puts on from her ultimate. And then classic speed boots, obviously. You want to be hitting them. Make sure you're getting as many stacks on the Arcana, because as we saw, the more Arcana she does, the more damage. You don't know how much damage she's going to get, but it's probably going to get incrementally higher, because Wind Shear by itself doesn't do a lot, but Wind Shear is allowed to stack. That's why characters like Sampo, who is our other Wind Shear unit, has things where like he can reproc it with his Eidolons, or when he stacks it up, the damage multiplier just keeps scaling for each time, which is pretty nice. And then I just want to talk about some Blackswan potential teams. We'll say Sampo is my Blackswan here. Now, obviously, we have the, you know, Kafka Blackswan team, something like this, you know, with Ron May. Any sustain unit, obviously, I'll be using Fujuan. Fujuan, my goat. I actually don't always use Fujuan with my dot though, because I greatly benefit from the crit rate bonus from Fujuan on a lot of my teams. So I generally don't actually use Fujuan a lot on my dot teams. I use Locha, but that's just me personally. You know, if you have Fujuan available for your dot team to be your sustain, you know, power to you, power to you. You know, Ron May, Ting Yoon, Branya, not much value in dot teams really. The action forward doesn't really help much, and it just burns a skill point that you could be using on your other teammates. Defense shred from Pella, gonna be big. You know, Pella, very good, solid unit. Silverwolf, you know, to shred that defense. Gunaifen, add damage vulnerability. Pretty solid spots you can put in here. Now, let's say you didn't have Kafka. Now, Sampo would actually be Sampo here, and we could say Kafka is Blackswan here. And you could run like the same teams, it's just with Blackswan in place of Kafka. Because she is going to have... A lot of people think Blackswan is not going to be playable without Kafka, but she is going to definitely be strong by herself. She's going to do a lot, just like how Kafka obviously isn't as strong without other dot units, but you can hyper carry Kafka in a lot of content in the game. So yeah, this is just what I'm going to be doing with my Blackswan, how my build's going to look like and stuff like that. A little bit insight on Blackswan, what you're going to do and stuff like that, and how you can build her, some potential teams and stuff like that. And if you're getting Blackswan, good luck to you. I will definitely be getting her. I will be there no matter what, you know, 33k Jades. See, I'm free to play, and I don't know if I can get... I really want Blackswan, Sparkle, and Katarina. But I don't know when Katarina's coming out. And that Archeron looks cool too. I don't know. But